Hi Greedy 3Ds, I'm really enjoying my Anycubic K3 version 2, but it does take up an awful lot of real estate on my little desk area. Shall we make that a little bit smaller? Let's do a little print today that will fix that problem. This is the very print. It's off Printables and it's free, and that's what it looks like on the on paper, so to speak, but printing of it was really easy, and I just did this in PLA, and oh my, it's made such a difference to my desk real estate. So I've printed the file in 3 build plates. Now I know it looks like there's 4 build plates on there, but just bear with me with this. You've got the legs, the left side and the right side. I've used a plate each for those. I've just laid them flat, no supports. I haven't even changed the infill or anything. If you want to make them a bit stronger you can. I haven't, and I didn't need to. These parts here, these are the same. You've got 2 options. You've either got the holes in them if you want to put bolts through, or you've got this version which you just glue together. I've used this version without the holes and I've just super glued it together. If you feel you want some bolts in it, then print this version. So your choice is there, and there's 2 feet to fit onto one of the plates. So 3 plates will do you. It is as simple as that. Support wise, I did put some supports on these ones, but it only put a couple on there, literally just a couple of tiny little supports on the holes, and it was done. It printed really easy. I just used normal PLA. Again, if you want to up it to something different, your choice of course, but PLA has done the trick for me. It's strong, it's firm, and the reason it's firm is, and I'll show you this in a bit, it fits onto the Kobra 3 really well. But that's my printing process there. 1, 2, 3 plates, and let's have a look at it printed. So I've printed it all on my Anycubic Kobra. Now this works on the version 2 or the original version 1. It will fit exactly the same. I've got the version 2 and it fits a dream. And all I've done, you can see there's hardly any supports needed to be taken off, and the ones that are on there literally just pull off really easy. Just to tidy the edges up a little bit, I'm just going to use a deburring tool to get any sharp edges away. I guess you don't need to do this if you don't want to, but you might as well. It'll take you a couple of minutes to do. And then all I'm going to do with my version is, again, there was 2 versions, wasn't there? There was one with the holes for bolts if you wanted to use some bolts in it, or my version, which is just glued together. A super glue, I'm putting a fair bit of super glue on it, to be fair, because I want to make sure that it's well joined together. Use a little bit of super glue activator, give it a couple of seconds, and it's done. And it's as simple as that, really. Now I wasn't sure if the glue version was going to be strong enough, because this thing is holding the weight of an AMS unit, but when you look at the design of this stand, you see that it's been done really well. The weight of the AMS actually gives it some support, and I'll show you that at the end. So super glue has worked out fine, and I've done a fair few hours printing with this in situ, just glued together, and honestly it's been absolutely stable, no problems at all. So I'm quite happy that I used super glue. If you want to use the bolts, of course you can. It won't have any impact on the design at all, and both versions are included in that file. Once I've glued the top together, as you can see there, that's all done, and all those little sliding parts fitted beautifully. Good tolerances on this machine, on this Kobra. The other bits as well, these are like little mortise and tenon joints on the legs. Now realistically, okay, you don't really need to glue them in. You don't have to, but just for completeness, I did. The good thing again with this design is the weight of the AMS holds it all in place. So really, you don't need to glue anything on the legs, or you don't even have to glue the legs to the body, but I have, again, because I just want to make sure that nothing moves with a little bit of vibration. And the legs are really sturdy. This was printed in PLA. I didn't mess with the infill. I didn't make it 100% or nothing like that, because it is really strong enough as it is, or I have found that. If you're a little bit worried and you want to build it in maybe some PLA or some ABS, and you want to change it's your printer, they're your prints, do whatever you will, but I haven't, and it works absolutely fine. So if you're a beginner and you're a little bit unsure, don't worry, just print these using standard settings on your Kobra and you are away. I've glued everything now in, making sure that these legs are well and truly attached to the body, but the weight, as I said, will hold them down, so you don't need to. It's cracking little design. The feet, I'm just going to glue the feet onto the bottom of the stand. Now these feet are so well designed again that they just fit around the feet of the printer, and they kind of like hold it like little grips, and that was a perfect fit. Again, I didn't need to mess with anything or adjust anything, and when we start to put it together, you'll see what I mean, in that the feet go around the feet. The top of the flat section that I've printed in white at the front, it's got little grooves, and they fit right on the top of your Kobra, so they holds it dead firm. So your feet are holding it firm there, you can see on the sides, and when we get to the top, it just rests on the top. And if you imagine now the weight on there is pushing straight down, it's strengthening everything and holding the AMS in place perfectly. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if I'd get away with PLA. I didn't know if it would be too weak. I didn't know if I'd have any issues, but I genuinely haven't. And now I have halved that real estate, so my AMS no longer needs to sit on the worktop. It can sit on top of the stand. All the wires are absolutely fine. I didn't have to adjust any of the wires from the AMS. When I say wires, of course I mean like the Bowden tubes from the AMS, from the Ace Pro to the machine. They just fit there wonderful. The only thing I needed to do, to be honest, was the connection that connects the Ace Pro to the printer, which sits there. I've put it underneath the machine so it comes out the back, and I've lifted it up and I've plugged that into the Ace Pro at the back, and that now fits a treat. It's not a bit tight, it's almost a perfect fit, but that keeps it out the way of all the moving parts of your printer, and it fits great. Now the other thing I did, this is just a quick bit really, I didn't really like the way that the poop flung away, so I printed this little diverter thing here and a little bucket to catch it. And this was again from Printables. I'll put a link in the description. It was free. It printed with those supports, and that's it. The sort of the overhang on the poop diverter printed perfectly. Again, a testament to this printer, and it literally just fits on the printer. The only negative, and I printed this in PLA, the only negative that I found was that when I used it for the first couple of times, the poop, when it ejected, being so hot and a bit melty, actually stuck to it. Rather than going through and falling to the bottom, it stuck to it like a bogey. Oh, that's disgusting. So the easy way to fix that is I just got a little bit of this tape that I use. This is printer's tape, but a little bit of masking tape will do. Any kind of tape, I guess, just so that this will bounce off it and the PLA won't stick to it. I have read somewhere that if you print this in a different material, maybe PETG, that it won't stick to it, but I've not tried that. So I'll just put this bit of tape on in a couple of areas, anywhere where the melted PLA is going to hit. And this time round, when the PLA ejected, it worked absolutely wonderfully. It hit the little bit of tape and fell down. So now that bit of poop isn't flinging off into the distance, it's landing straight in me bucket, me poop a bucket. So all good. So those are just a couple of prints for the Kobra. I've got the version 2, but this will work with the version 1. I hope you found that interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I've halved my real estate with a real simple print. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my patrons. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time on Greedy 3D. Let me know in the comments what you think.